Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and transformational life coach, here with a sort of probably briefer than I want it to be live stream to welcome in 2025, a 9-year, and talk a little bit about January and get some guidance. I was so rushed today. I really wanted to come on so you guys would have time to watch this over the weekend. I was thinking I was going to come Sunday, but I thought if I can get it done Friday, then everybody can watch over the weekend. So we are in rush mode as usual and chasing daylight as usual for this time of year. But we're here. Hi Lisa. We are here. I'm looking at, I added a flash to the thing, so it's looking pretty much like the lighting is okay. Maybe it's just my winter white glow in the dark face. I don't know. Anyway, I did not, last year we were in an 8-year, a lot of strategic planning. There's been no strategic planning this year for this live stream. We are in 9 now, which is channeling. And so we're just going to, I'm showing up and we're going to see what flows through me. Hi, Anne. Yay. Good to see you. Okay, guys, I'm going to be brief because we don't have to be fast because we don't have a lot of time. We left an 8-year, which was the year of manifesting and long-term strategic planning, as I mentioned, a very grounded, very masculine energy of action. I think of the 8 as thrusting itself into action. So that masculine energy, and the biggest shift that I feel now that we're in the 9-year, which I begin to feel around the 6th of December. So I started to feel this shift, and I did post about it on December 6th. I started to feel this shift, that softening of the energy. This 9-year is a softer, more feminine energy. It's more receptive. It's about receiving. Do you see my little Pookie, Oliver? Hi, Oliver. There he goes. I'm just dog sitting for a while. He's our family dog, and he is so precious. Oh my gosh. Anyway, not to get sidetracked, but I didn't even ground before I came on because there was no time. So if I'm sounding a little buzzy, it's because I'm just so excited to be here. It was a year of action. 8 is the energy of material. It's the energy of financial security and mastery and karma, and because it's about balance. The two sides of the 8, balance and mastery, because the upper circle of the 8 represents the non-physical, and the lower circle of the 8 represents the material world. And so you've mastered bringing things into material form, which is the manifestation, bringing your ideas, the upper circle, what's in your mind, into physical, tangible, material things, which is that lower circle representing the material world, because we are always in spirit. Most of us is still in spirit. Most of us is still non-physical. There's just a small, very, very, very small amount of us that has channeled that energy into this physical body. But so 8 was a lot about physical manifesting, more of an earthy, grounded sign. Think about the 80s and think about, if you're old enough, think about how they were so focused on success and material things. And then when we switched to the 90s, we went into like grunge. Like nobody was trying to be so climbing the corporate ladder. Remember, the women were wearing shoulder pads, that masculine energy in the 80s. So now that we're in 9, the difference between the 8 and the 9 for me, when I think about the financial piece, because 8 is very focused on the material and the financial, 8 doesn't feel secure. It wants, even if it has a lot, it doesn't feel secure. And the difference that I see in people, especially who have strong 9 energy, is their attitude towards material things is, or anything, is I will always have what I need. I will always be provided. And that to me is because the 9 energy represents harvest. It represents reaping what we've sown. If you understand numerology, goes in 9-year cycles. Hi, Linda. The 1 year is the year of planting seeds. We've got that year next year. But it's a 9-year cycle. So you plant the seeds in the 1 year, and the 9 represents the year of harvest, the time of harvest. Just like in September, we always think about the harvest, the cornucopia, and all of those things. So this is the year where we are tapping in, because it's a year of enlightenment as well, and receiving. We're receiving the enlightenment, and we're also receiving the fruits of our labor. It's the year of graduation. And I'm so excited about this year because it is a huge opportunity for spiritual awakening and ascension, because it is the energy of enlightenment. 9 contains all the other numbers within it. So it is the most complex and most enlightened of those numbers, of the single numbers. I'm not going to go into the master numbers, but it's just such a spiritual energy. The 3 energies I look at that I think are the most spiritual are the 7, the 9, and the 11. And 7 is the energy of the mystic. It's I'm connected, I'm tuned in, I'm meditating, I'm connecting with nature, I'm going within and listening. And the 11 is the spiritual messenger, but the 9 is the one that channels the energy through. It's so beautiful. I know so many people who have strong 9 energy that are so creative. It's an energy that's so creative because it channels through. My son is one of them. They can flow songs through them. I know that when I've been in a 9 year, I've written the most beautiful poetry. It's just come right out. It's like, where did that come from? It's just this like waterfall coming right through your crown chakra, right out onto the paper. So there's a lot of creativity with this year, but 9 is also brotherhood. And with Pluto and Aquarius, it's about our tribe. And so this is such a great year to connect and commune with others. And also it's a very empathetic and very compassionate year, which I think is so wonderful. It's so much, again, softer than the 8, which is just more of a I don't want to say brute, but it's just more of a forceful, take action, just do it, get her done energy, where the 9 is saying, everything, like I said, everything that is waiting for me is going to flow to me. I'm receptive. I'm not going to push and thrust out. I'm going to allow myself to receive that channeling through me, that energy through me, which I really want to ground. And I'm reminded to tell you guys, we left the most grounded energy, which is the 8. And we have a lot of shifts happening in the astrology, which are also taking us away from the earth energy. So grounding is going to be so important this year. I've got my meditation wands here. I've got black tourmaline and I've got amethyst. Shungite to me is the most grounding stone that you can have. And I do sell shungite jewelry. So if you're interested in a shungite pendant or a shungite ring, let me know. I can send you some pictures and show you what's available. Shungite has been very, very helpful for me in the last few months when we had strong 11 energy, which is above the physical body. And so I really, really needed to be grounded in November and December. And I had all my shungite surrounding me. And usually it's too strong for me. Usually it's too grounding, but we need to ground. We need to be outside in nature. We need to be feet on the ground. We need to be using our earthing mats. I still have a couple of those. They're not on the store, I don't think, but I do have a couple in stock if you guys want. So grounding is going to be key. And being open to receive is going to be key. 9 is about letting go of what doesn't serve, because it is the ending year. It's the wrapping up, the finishing up, the closure. And so we're going to want to look at what we need to let go of. And again, I went through a lot of this purging last few months, the Scorpio season, and when that 9 energy started to kick in after December 6th. And for me, it's a letting go of so many limiting beliefs. And you know, that's the work that I do with my clients. And that ties in with the 9 energy of enlightenment, because the first step to enlightenment is to lighten up on yourself. In order to ascend to the next level of frequency, you need to let go of what's heavy. You need to let go of what's dense. You need to let go of what's not serving. So this is a really great time to take a look at any limiting beliefs that you have, especially in January. We're in double 1 energy, which is the self. And the 9 is going to give us the bigger picture, the eagle perspective, that broader perspective, because it zooms out. It's from a higher perspective. And so take a look, observe your thoughts. This whole year, we're going to have double energy. It's going to be easier to remember the energy is because it's just January is a 1 month, double 1. It's just a 1 month, because when you add the 1 of January to the 9 of 2025, you get 10. So that reduces 1 plus 0 to 1 again. So February is a little trickier just because it's going to be an 11 month, because we add 2 plus 9 and we get 11. That's a master energy. But as far as like March, that's going to be just a 3 month. So this is a month to focus on ourselves like it always is every January, to start fresh, with new ideas, new inspirations, new intentions. One of the things that in my little 2-month hiatus when I wasn't on doing live streams, is I was recognizing how important intention is. And my focus was, how do I intend to feel? I'm very, very clear on how I want to feel. And I would notice myself be able to manifest that feeling within 24 hours. So again, we're not in the material 8 energy now where it's manifesting things. It's always really about, how do you want to feel? Why? Because the only reason we ever want anything or think we want anything is because we think we'll feel better in the having of it. It's about the feeling journey. It's the emotional journey, not the material journey. So, like I said, 9 is brotherhood. It's letting go of what doesn't serve. It's empathy, compassion, enlightenment, creativity, channeling, forgiveness, generosity. It's just a really beautiful energy. In fact, a lot of you I met in the last 9 year we had, which was 2016. Met you through Claudia. Our tribe kind of all found each other. And so that tribal community feeling is something that I so appreciate. Oliver, do you want to come on camera, puppy? Do you want to come here? Do you want to come up? Sweet potato. He's like so chill, you guys. Anyway, I'm going to pull cards because it's getting dark and my guides told me to focus on the cards for the month because, again, we're short on time. But I wanted to let you know that I have a special for January, like I do every year, 2025 clarity session. And it's special because it's a 45-minute session, or you can add on 30 minutes and make it a 75-minute session. But because it's 45-minute session versus an hour session, it is a special price. I will link that below, but you can find that on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. This is a great year to work with your cards because it's such a year of enlightenment and spiritual connection. And my cards are available through the Deckable app, and they're available to ship as well if you'd like a hard copy. So that's theblissfulknowing.com. I also have my 2025 personal year forecast, which gives you a month-to-month guide on your personal energies. Each of us is in a personal year as well as this collective 9 years. So for me, I'm in a personal year of 2, which is just making me so excited to connect with all of you because it is about connecting with others and helping others. So you want to always know what your personal year is along with the collective energy. They're going to be 2 different energies unless you are someone who's in a 9 year personally as well. So that's my 2025 personal year forecast. That's also available on theblissfulknowing.com, and that will give you a guide of the monthly energies all year long for you, so you know what particular month energy is supporting you, as well as the theme of 2025 for your personal year. Okay, so we're going to go to cards because I see it getting a little bit dark. We're going to do 4 cards from my Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards, what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. And we'll do our, these are upside down. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We will do our blessing to remember from my Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. Ooh, magic. That's been a big theme lately for me. Okay, and our challenge to embrace from our Love is Everywhere, Hearts in Nature cards. Ooh, boldness. Okay. Let me pull these really quick because I can just see the dimming. I don't know, you guys. I put the flash on and I don't know if it makes me look like I have a filter, but whatever. Who cares? You know how it is. You know my authentic self. Oops. We've got a heart card in the bliss cards. I have a friend, Sharon, who we call it dinner index. And so I had all of these in my purse. We go out to eat and we go through all the cards and we have a really good time pulling cards. Okay. One more card and then we get to flip. Ooh, that's a crunchy card. It got wet. What happened? Ooh. Oh no. That must have been a dinner index situation. Okay, I saw that one. Oh well. I know which one I wanted. Let me just see. Yeah, that one I'm going to have to fix because it got ripped. All right, no big deal. I'm not in an 8 year. I'm not attached to the material. I'm in the 9, which is trusting that what I have, what I will have the card I need. We're all in that. Okay, we have what we need. Abundance is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. All right, guys, here we go. What we have from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. Ooh, trust the timing. Trust the timing. When we come across delays or blocks along our path, we are given the opportunity to trust the process of life. Like a flower bud contently waiting to bloom, you are being invited to relax in the knowing that divine timing is always at work. Patiently allow this situation to unfold gradually. All will make sense in time. This is so perfect because just leaving the 8 energy that we were in, it's that strategic planner. It wants to map out all the chess moves before it even starts playing the game. It wants to know when this is going to happen, where it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And we are not in that energy anymore. And what we know is that we can't figure that out anyway because it's not our job to know the how. It's not our job to know the details. It is our higher self's job to know and have that big picture. We are just here to perceive and sift through the contrasts of life and determine and carve out our preferences and then feed that information back to our higher self so that we can align with the improved experience. So trust the timing is talking about if you have delays or blocks, but trusting the flow of divine timing. Not saying I have to figure out my whole life right now. I don't need to know where I'm going. I can just take one step at a time and trust that I will always have what I need, which is the big theme that's wanted to come through me since I've gotten on here, which is you will have what you need. The 8 might say, I want something, but we're in the 9 and we say, I have what I need. I'm enlightened enough to know that my higher self is in control and will always make sure that I'm provided for as far as what I need for my soul's experience in this life. So trust the timing to me is saying we are trusting in the divine timing. We're not in this material focus of I've got to get everything figured out, mapped out, and goals, massive goals and achievements. We're just going to allow, in a receptive state, the universe to bring us that right fruit. The fruit ripens when it's ready. Remember, this is the year of harvest and reaping. So when it's ready will be the perfect time. Whatever we need will show up at the perfect time to make sure that we're taken care of. Okay, so what do we want? Oh, there it is, guys. Ground yourself. I told you. If you're feeling a little floaty, we really need to ground because we are moving into further and further as we go through the year. The outer planets are changing signs, which the outer planets affect us collectively, and they are big transits where the cycles are very long, and so they're big shifts. They're not something that's going to change every few months. And we are moving more into air and is it fire? I don't even remember, but we're moving away from earth. We're moving away from grounded and material, just like we're moved out of the 8. So we need to make sure we're still grounded because it's so important in order for us to get to be an open vessel, a clear channel for the higher wisdom to flow through us. We need to ground it into our physical body. So what I always suggest is that you imagine yourself like a tree. You've got roots deep down into the earth, but then above you, you've got branches reaching up high and drawing in the nutrients from the sun. So we want to picture ourselves as a tree, grounded and receiving. Before I do any session, I will ground myself and then I will open up to raise my frequency because you don't want to fly away, guys. We're here for the physical experience. We're here for it. All right, ground yourself is what we want. Not even what we need, but what we want. A practical approach can benefit you at this time. Get organized and then evaluate what action steps you can take to make progress in your endeavors. A clear focus and careful planning will assist you in accomplishing your goals. Trust that the skills and knowledge that you require will be made available to you. Allow life to reveal the next step of your journey. A lot's coming through when I read this card. One is we're in this 1 month, one energy of inspiration, new ideas, new intentions. And so we want to be practical about it. We want to have some sort of an idea of what we want, or at least how we want to feel. And then I was hearing when I was reading it, the path of least resistance. We don't want to struggle through something because that is going against the flow of life. Remember, we've got this trust the timing in the flow. And then when it says trust that the skills and knowledge that you require will be made available to you, that goes back to my theme of you will have what you need. You will have what you need. If you know tarot, think of the 9 of Pentacles. She is looking at her harvest. She is recognizing her abundance. Okay, so what we need lighting. Let there be light. Oh, there it is. You guys, this is like pom-pom. This is pom-pom because it's so synchronicious for what I've been saying. We need to let go of the specifics. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly what I was saying. Such a great card and exactly what my focus has been. When you hold too tight to an idea of what needs to happen along with how and when it needs to happen, you bring something you block life's ability to bring you something even better. Rather than attaching yourself to the specifics of what you want, focus on the way you think you'll feel when it arrives. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel? And then reach for that feeling in your heart and mind. This more general approach creates an open invitation for the essence of your desires to appear in your life. The essence of your desires, because we're focused on feeling. Remember, we only want something because we think we're going to feel better in having it. And we can generate that feeling within us right now. Right now. So focus on how you want to feel and let the universe bring you the ripe harvest for all of your hard work. Let go of the specifics. How do you want to feel and trust the timing that you will receive that feeling at the ultimate time. Also when you let go of resistance. Okay, what we get. Woo, perfect. Clear the air. Clear the air. This is letting go of the things we don't need anymore. Whether that's physical or whether that's mental. For me, it was a lot of mental work I had to do. And I actually did get a lot of physical things out of my house, which I'm going to be working on all year. And we all will be working on all year because it is the year of letting go of things that we don't need anymore. Clear the air. A clean and clear energy field allows for better reception. Intuitions, inspirations, and ideas flow best when their pathways to you are uncluttered. Sometimes the clutter is physical, while other times it's energetic. Consider what steps you can take to remove the blockages in your environment and in your aura, such as straightening up your personal space, opening windows, burning sage or incense, or taking a shower to remove any auric dust. Taking steps to increase the energy flow around you enhances your ability to attract fresh insights and experience. You guys remember I did a live stream with the brush and fluff technique, which I really don't have time to be doing, but I'll just show you really, really quick. Apparently I do have time because I always have what I need. Haha. You do this quick flick all the way down from head to toe, and then you do a sweeping motion from toe to head up, and you expand your aura out. So you flick off, and then you sweep up and puff up your own energy. You're flicking off others' energy and you're poofing your own. Okay, speaking of that, I wanted to read you guys my poem, Poofalicious, which is so freaking cute. I wrote it years ago and I thought that this might be the time to do it, but it's not. So hopefully next time. All right. Blessing to remember from the Zen Blossoms. Oh my God, there it is, you guys. We got it. Magic. Yes, magic. We are incredibly powerful beings. Incredibly powerful beings. And one of the things that I really learned in the last few months was how powerful we are at creating whatever it is that is in our subconscious or whatever we're believing, whether it's good or bad, whether it's fear-based or joy-based. We are powerful, powerful creators, and life is always reflecting back to us what we most strongly believe because it's the experience we're living. Our beliefs are the skeleton of our reality. So there was a lot that came up for me that manifested that I said, oh my gosh, I know I don't prefer this. I need to clear. I know now by knowing what I don't want, how clearly I know what I do want. And I had to kind of claw my way back into all the things that I so value that for a minute were taken away because of my fears. So one of the things I also wanted to tell you is one of the most helpful things I learned in the last few months was, instead of saying how I want to feel, which I did focus on, I also would recommend that you say, I want to feel my true core frequency. I want to embody my true core frequency, my authentic frequency, because when you're operating at that frequency, then everything that's a match that will truly fulfill you is drawn to you. And the only reason it's not drawn to you is because we are holding it apart by operating at a lower frequency than what's natural, what's true for us, which natural is joy. So magic is our blessing to remember that we're powerful, powerful creators. We can create, again, with our fear, or we can create with our clear intention of how we want to feel. And if nothing else, just say, I want to feel my true core frequency. That is my intention. And another thing that I did a ton of when I was going through quite a bit of a challenge these last few months was, and I do this every day anyway, besides meditating in the morning, when I go to sleep at night, I say, I am the most blessed person. I am so, so blessed. I am so, so blessed. Because gratitude is another aspect of the 9 energy, because again, it knows, it's grateful in advance because it knows it's always going to have what it needs. And so focusing on gratitude and remembering that we're powerful, powerful beings, and that we'll always have what we need, and that we have a true core frequency that we want to always do our best to align with, and that's going to be the most fulfilling thing we can do. Those are my tips for today. Okay, so challenge to embrace before the lights go out. And here we go. I already forgot that I saw this journey. This is too perfect. So this is a bougainvillea. You can't really see it because it's getting dark, but there's a heart here. And it's going up the vine. And our life is in a spiral. It goes upward in that ascension. Like I said, this is a year of ascension. Last year was a year of integration, according to Bashar, one of my favorite teachers. And this theme of this year is ascension. I call it the year of enlightenment, the year of bigger pictures, the year of graduation, the year of harvest. So journey is about taking one step at a time, which I did mention earlier. And this is the opposite of what the 8 energy of last year might have wanted to do, which was to strategically map out everything and figure out everything based on time, linear time. And the 9 energy knows that we are not living in linear time. We are living in what was the word that I had yesterday? It's not coming back to me, but there's no linear time, okay? So everything is here and now, and everything can be received right here and now. So taking that one step at a time, knowing you're going to have what you need, and not getting so caught up in the future, because we are in this quantum energy. We are not in this A equals B equals C. We can jump timelines. We're jumping and shifting timelines constantly. Hop your noodle poodle. That's what I always tell you guys. So for us to say we have to strategically map out something and that we have this outcome that we're attached to, that's not what we're doing anymore. We're just creating from the now, that one step at a time. When you take the one step, you take that one inspired action step, not out of desperation, not out of fear, not out of forcing an outcome. We're inspired. Remember, you tuning in, receiving inspiration, take that one action step, then your internal GPS is going to give you the next step to take, turn by turn by turn. It knows your destination. It knows where you want to go. It knows what's going to bring fulfillment and joy to you in abundance. So trust the timing. Trust that you only need to take one step at a time. Keep your energy field clear by letting go of limiting beliefs and letting go of the specific attachments to things. Focus on how you want to feel, and remember that you're a powerful creator. So if there's things in your reality that you don't prefer, know that the contrast inspires the improved experience. And as soon as you let go, which is a key piece of the 9 year, you will open up to that receptivity that I mentioned in the beginning of the live stream, where you can allow things to flow into your experience, to channel through you, through your consciousness, because there is no out there. This is everything that's happening is just a reflection of your internal consciousness. So when we shift that consciousness to a more enlightened perspective by letting go of heavy and dense limiting beliefs, we align with the improved experience. We get to now see what was prior was invisible is now visible, because we're a frequency match to it, because we're operating at our true core frequency. All right, well, that's all that wanted to come through today, guys, because it is getting dark. I'm sorry it was rushed. I know it was like a big first live stream of the year, and usually I like to go way more into things, but trust the timing was our first card, so I'm trusting that that was enough time to get everything out that I needed to. I would love to connect with you while we're in this one energy. It's a time to focus on yourself. Like I said, I have a 2025 special reading right now, 45 minutes or 75 minutes on the blissfulknowing.com, which I'll link below. Please say hi if you're watching the replay. I love you all, and I hope to see you again soon, hopefully with more daylight. That would be awesome. But please do say hi, because I've missed you all. I love you all, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the 9 energies so far. And don't forget, you've got a personal year energy. If you want to know more about that, it's the 2025 personal year forecast, which I will also link below. And let me know what year you're in if you know it, because I'm curious. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.